Welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm feeling a tad bit better today. I think it's just going to be a one day at a time type situation. Anyway, I think what we need to do here is figure out the speeds of these individual pipe or individual sources. Oof, that one's 600. That's going to be tough. 300. I'm tempted to break everything down to less than 600. So anything that's less than 600 is good. Oh, that one's only 150. We can put that anywhere. I think this was a lot of oil right here. Yeah, 600 and 600 maybe. I don't remember there being so many blue power slugs in here. Okay, so both of these are 600. If I connect those, they will fill the pipe wherever they are, is the problem. I really don't want to do that. Actually, that's a perfect entry point. Uh-oh. We haven't actually connected these pipes quite yet. So this main pipe out here can carry the main 600 amount. I think I would be good to connect this one kind of directly, right? So if I combine these, would it make sense to combine these? Right after I said I wanted to split them all. Now I'm going to combine into a single. I think I am going to combine them. There's almost no reason not to. And then I think we just need to kind of run this pipe. Okay, now we'll just try to figure out where we got to put these pumps. And I'm not really desperate to try to put in absolutely the fewest amount of pumps required. I don't mind having a few extra pumps in place. Okay, right about there. And then right about there. Then we should be able to just connect this power. Plus this gives us power on the inside that we can use more generally. So that is a problem, is that it's going backwards here. So I'd probably want this to only go one way. Then I think we got some of the auto connections working. Then I think we forgot to put the auto connections back on. Then we remembered the auto connection thing again. Well, auto connect worked for pipes. That's cool. Some of these should be running now. Uh-oh. I'm worried that this is sitting here, but not going over here. That's not good. It's getting a solid 600 oil at this point, and that point. And that point. And suddenly the flow rate's a mess. Oh. We got to connect these again. Whoops. The fact that any of that is working is actually a miracle. These pipes actually connect to the refineries. So this main 600 pipe connects over into this secondary 600 pipe, which then drops down into the refinery itself, which has its own pump. I never really have a good time pumping directly into machines, but I always should at least try it. Looks like we've got a couple of sections where we had the auto connect feature turned on. Yeah, by the time you get over here, you want that flow rate to be real low. So we can inject more oil on the same infrastructure. So now we have to start thinking about, are these connected at all? I'm starting to worry that these are not connected at all. If I were to build this, though, I definitely would build it. Oh boy. That's not great. We're gonna have to go around and fix all of that. So which side of this is actually getting? Ah, lots of good green going on over here. Not sustained, but there's something happening. $17. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If this is the center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. It's kind of like the center-ish. On 40 of these, 1,600 potential fuel, 1,200. So we need 3 either way. If we're gonna have 3, we might as well have 4. That's not big enough. And we'll just tap into this. And I guess technically we got to do that a couple more times. Oh no, we don't have copper sheets. Ooh, we're gonna need copper sheets in order to build the actual pipes. I think we're gonna have to take a quick launch for pipes. There is some good stuff in here, just not the good stuff we need right now. Hop in, grab a couple of copper sheets, and hop right back out. Should I turn this? I kind of think it'd be better to have them facing each other. Okay. Hold, please. So we gotta get that fuel off the line. We also have to get the poly off the line. $162. That's a lot. Polymer resin. We'll just take that out of there just so we can get a brief sense of how much we're dealing with. I can't believe that we're going to have this little connection problem. It's going to haunt us. That's looking pretty good. How I'm going to actually deal with this after the fact is a whole different problem. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Just want to try to keep this on the middle, I guess I'll make both of these face this way. Okay. If nothing else, we at least have all the fuel dumping out. I'm worried that we're gonna have to... Ugh. I don't really want to rebuild this whole line. Now I can't even tell where we need to rebuild it. There's definitely something going on here. And here. I guess we'll just commit to fixing it. Doesn't appear to be a shortcut to be had. Gotta try our best to focus and click on the second merger every time. And then I guess taking out this line. Uh-oh, we're gonna end up with a lot of resin in our inventory here. I hear the sounds of refining happening. Oh, that's good news. Nothing else. Right near the oil. Right near the oil input source. They have plenty of oil to deal with. Somehow, this little connection did not connect. And it's set up in such a way where it won't even reconnect. Like, I don't think I can even get this to connect, right? So I gotta delete that, and then I can get over here. If all 40 of these are active, we would have 1200 polymer. The belt that we're dealing with is Well, if we did it on the aluminum belt, we could get it done in 2. But with this one, we have to get it done in 3. Couple more of these. Okay, now that's better. Now we gotta decide how we want to peel this off. I'm thinking it would be some sort of like situation like this. Then we would go up facing away. Then we would have a little splitter here. Ooh, maybe a smart splitter would be even better. If I can afford it. What? Am I getting unauthorized attacks? Ugh. You just found the place where you could attack me, huh? Why is this angle like this? It's a little too low. For some reason, I thought it was a little too high. Let's try 12 plus. We'll make this the resin, and then we'll say this should be NA. No, actually it should be overflow. I would build this right by where this angry spitter is. I kind of want to go back this way and give ourselves a little bit more room. boy, we're making dismantled crates. We don't have any room to get rid of anything. And then I think under here we just need a sink on one side. And a storage on the other side. I'm figuring we'll use a little bit of the resin for various projects, but we won't necessarily need it for all the projects. So now the oil or the resin is getting dealt with. We'll probably have to build a few more of those. But I think sinking it is the right way to go, especially since we're probably going to use the recycling. I always end up using the recycling. I think we need to come back now and remerge. I might have to build this all the way out. Ooh, what does building it all the way out mean? Packaging a whole bunch of fuel processing. I might have to move this guy over here. A little clue that you have that you're on the belt when you click is you should see, especially if the belt's full. Yeah, see, I didn't see it that time. You should see a little movement where the buffer fills up. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's fine. I would expect that it wouldn't. Yeah, it's working. It's just that this belt's totally full of resin. Man, and that's only with 600. Maybe I do need to build the all the way out before I add more input. We're definitely going to need multiple versions of this. How many... Do I have any aluminum sheets? No. At least I don't have any on me. Ow. where are my purchases? Wait, what are we doing here? Oh, are you telling me I didn't get the coupons? Is that what's happening? Yes. That's what's happening. And then I want to use a couple of these to buy. Wait, now I'm trying to buy two when I want. There we go. Ugh.
Parts purchase confirmed. Promotion delayed by X times part value plus fix-it stock value.
Let's see if we can at least get it upgraded from the merge point down into the sink. We gotta get every little piece. I'd like to think that that's fast enough where it would unlock some of these back here, but it looks like it's gonna be a while. Oh boy. I was gonna do turbo fuel, but now I'm not sure. I think what I'll have to do is take a little bit of a spacer here and make an incredible fuel factory right under here. I could go under. Obviously, I'm tempted to go under just because I can use gravity. To my advantage. So I could potentially do some fuel packaging under here. Could go all the way and go ahead and use the side of this to make the polymers happen. Or I could use plastics. What do you think? I'm thinking through things now because we've got this resin resource. We can make a tiny bit of plastic out of some water. We need 20 plastic per minute. Packaged fuel. $40 canisters per minute. We're making 40 fuel per minute. So for every one of these, we would need another packager? Oh, that doesn't sound right. I'll have to do those calculations to see exactly how many packagers I'm thinking about. The interesting thing is, we would have to package them, and we'd have to unpack them at the location. But we wouldn't have to make a bunch of where does this stop moving? Like, I'm starting to worry that it should be moving. I don't see how you can say that's merging if it's not letting some of these through. Is this on the belt? No. That's the reason. So right about here is where it locks up so much. Oh, we almost got through the whole thing. One more of these might be enough with a little bit of sheets to back it up. Of course, now that we're throwing away resin more consistently, we probably have what we need to buy some extra sheets. Then we'll double back and make the necessary. I mean, if I could go straight to drones. Okay, so now that's a whole nother question. If I go straight to drones, I think the hard part about that is you need radios. If I go straight to drones, I mean, these trips are so short that regular fuel might not be a bad idea. The only problem with that, of course, is that then you got to keep making the packaging. because you don't unpack it. You just burn the fuel and the package when you use it in the drone. Where's the hub? I feel like the hub should be right here. There it is. Yeah, in order to get this, we need radio control. Radio control, we need this. So in order to get that, we need this one. That's not too bad. If we threw enough stuff away, and we probably have so many like stinger and spitter remains, we could probably get most of that done. Let's see where we are on computers. Oh, I left the dismantle crate behind. So we got 26 computers lying around. We could probably get there relatively quickly. Like dropping cable. That's easy. Control system development. What was the one after that? We'd have to unlock radios, or we'd have to buy some radios. And then we'd have to buy the radios to actually build the things, is the problem. More aluminum products. A bunch of motors. You know, I think I might go through with this. Which means we're gonna have to support it by getting the fuel ready. Just make sure we... Oh, we do have a hard drive. Oh, we've already unlocked turbo fuel. Rocket fuel and ionized fuel are additional options. Right. Compacted coal plus fuel. Oh man, if I go for a turbo fuel factory, we're talking about a whole nother step. The problem is, well, the problem is I kind of want fuel for recycling. But maybe I don't have to use all of my fuel. I always think in terms of like, use all your fuel, use all of whatever you have to make the next thing. But if turbo fuel is going to be primarily used just to power our rockets or drones, then maybe I don't need all of it. Maybe I could just use some of it. But we'll figure that out in the next episode. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you next time.